So I have some really incredible news to share with all of you. Last month, I posted a video called I Survived the Worst Period of My Life, and in that video, there are 3 parts, and the first part describes the symptoms that categorize it as the worst period of my life. The second part talks about what I did wrong, the negative things that I did, the lack of healthy habits that I practiced all month that I was for sure contributed to the symptoms of that period, and then what I planned on doing the next month. Well, it is the next month, and I have had my next cycle, and it is the first pain-free period that I have had in 2 years. And let me just reiterate. Last month was the most painful period I had ever had in my life. This month is the first pain-free period that I have had in 2 years. So if you go back and you watch some of my hormone healing, cycle syncing content on my channel, I've got a playlist. You'll see that I got sick here, my hormones got thrown off, I've been trying to figure it out. I don't want to share the details here because I've talked about it. Let's just keep moving forward. My cycle wasn't without period symptom. I definitely got, I have a lot of makeup on right now. It probably looks like I don't. Also the sun. We always know that the sun is my best friend here. I have a lot of makeup on right now because I broke out with a lot of acne. I got a lot of acne this period, but I didn't get excruciating contraction level cramps. I didn't blow, I didn't have crazy chest pain, and when I say chest pain, I mean breast pain. I didn't have all these other symptoms. I just got some acne and I had some mild normal cramps. So I had cramps, I had discomfort, I was tired, but I didn't have excruciating pain. Wow. And I don't understand how from one period to the next it was that much, except this is what I did. First and foremost, I cycle synced so hard. I cycle synced so hard this month, and I did it very intentionally with a lot of very holistically. I did it very holistically with a lot of intention. I researched, or I studied, looked up what I needed to eat for every single hormone phase, how I needed to exercise, how much sleep I needed, and implemented all of that. I told you that I was backing off of coffee very intensely. I did. I had maybe 6 coffees the entire month, all right? And I really pulled off of sugar as well, and I just ate so much more. It's not even that I ate healthier, guys. It's that I ate more. I ate significantly more this last month, and I exercised more. And actually, the exercise felt a lot easier, and that had to have been because I was actually eating a proper amount. Instead of pushing into cardio, I actually just warmed up my body with walking on my treadmill, and I did a lot of weight training and a lot of strength training, which I am learning you really need to start doing that by the time you hit your 30s, and I'm turning 27 very soon. So we'll get into that on another video. Let me keep on target. And I also did something different. I seed cycled. So there are 4 different seeds that are really beneficial to your hormone production per phase. It's flaxseed, pumpkin seed, sunflower seed, sesame seed. So for each phase, I transitioned through them eating a spoonful of that seed each day. I've never done that before, and I think it was awesome, actually. Guys, I'm even gonna let you know, I got sick a week before my period with food poisoning, and I was worried it was going to cause me to, because I couldn't really eat. I was all the time. I couldn't eat that much. I was really worried it was gonna negatively impact my period, but it didn't. It didn't. I had so much health built up. I got up at the same time every day. And that stopped once I got into deep luteal, my second week of luteal. I started sleeping a lot more that week. And I started taking an herbal supplement, which I'm not encouraging yet because I don't know. But I have been seeing a lot of information about rhodiola being a really awesome hormone herb, that it's really great. My understanding is that it helps estrogen go where it needs to go. And that's just my understanding so far from what I've learned. I'm not presenting sources and facts yet. Maybe I'll make a video on that, but I didn't take it continuously because you shouldn't take it for more than 6 weeks. I took it for the week of my cycle, and another week after that, stopped, and then I took it a couple of times before my cycle. So just during my estrogen production, and then right at the end in case there was any more estrogen that needed to move around. And I'm always nervous when I talk about things like this because it's an herb, it's a supplement. You need to use wisdom, please, if you're going to look into it. I'll talk about it more later after I've used it for several cycles. Don't use it continuously, like I said, if you're gonna go ahead and look into it. But I had been looking for this herb, and when I finally found it, it was right after this really painful period, so I was like, okay, I'm willing to try. Last month was the worst period I've ever had in my life, and this month was maybe the easiest I've ever had in my life. And I made really intense, drastic shifts of just cycle syncing. I really made sure that my life habits, my lifestyle, day to day to day, week to week, was matching what my hormonal needs were. And this period was the easiest period that I have had in 2 years. And it's just a 1 month difference. And to me, that's such a testimony to how much my body wanted to heal, how much my body wants to be in order, wants to be healthy, wants to be functioning properly so that I can do the things I want to do and the things I need to do. If you would like to see more content about cycle syncing and also connecting it with God-centered wellness, because I also was spending a lot more time in the Word and with the Lord, which was something I said I was going to do, and that was part of me getting up at the same time every day. I was getting up and I was seeking God and having Him renew my mind and go about my day. So I can't leave that out. I should have said that at the beginning. I would love to make content about cycle syncing as I get deeper into this, and including that perspective from God-centered wellness, because God designed our bodies. He has designed it with the function of these hormones. He has designed it, and in His design and in His will, it should be in order. Like, God is not a God of chaos. God doesn't create chaos. So the order that has come into my life is not because I have just taken all these things and improved it, but because I have taken all of this understanding of the biology of it and surrendered it to God and welcomed God in. I believe that's why it's happened so fast, because the Lord God was involved. So, I'm super into women's health, women's wellness, and hormones. I think it's fascinating, and I think it takes such bravery. Really, the word that comes to my mind is bravery to talk about it, because I was really, truly raised to operate like a man and to function in this world like a man. And so embracing biblical womanhood, biblical femininity is like something that's been happening in the last 3 years of my life. And it's amazing. It's absolutely phenomenal and incredible. And it's like freeing me from burdens that I never needed to have stacked on top of me, and allowing me to live in a way that feels so right because it is biblically aligned. And I just feel like I'm being blessed the more I step into it. It is a blessing. It's a blessing. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, guys. Thank you so much for your time. You know I appreciate you so much. I'll see you next time. Go ahead and drop that comment below if you'd like to see that content and celebrate with me. And go ahead and share this video with a friend. Or actually, go back to the I Survived My Worst Period one if you'd like to share that one too, because this video is not very educational. It's more just enthusiasm, excited, and a check-in with you. So, go ahead and hit like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.